Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and this is just a, what do you call this? Because you should know, an advisory. I want you guys to make sure you're not missing the boat with your ortho referrals, whether you're doing them yourself or you're referring them out. If you are not doing them yourself, it's really easy to kind of forget that you referred them and then to follow up they've had treatment done, because you might only be seeing them once or twice a year, and a phase 1 patient can be done pretty quickly. So why? And why female patients? Well, I probably shouldn't have to tell you, but you guys probably know, especially if you've taken a phase 1 course. I hope a phase 1 course goes over this, but you should know the difference between the 3 different ages in every child. Every child has 3 ages. They have a chronological age, they have a skeletal age, and they have a dental age. And your age might be coincident. All 3 might be 7 years, 4 months, 7 years, 4 months, 7 years, 4 months. Or you might have a kid who's 7, who's lost 2 teeth, who's already going through puberty because she's a girl. It happens. And that is why this is so incredibly important, that we screening our patients for ortho, especially our female patients. Boy patients are much easier. And I really want you to go into, if you're not taking my phase 1 course, either the free one or the one without the CE that's being launched by Simon Wong and Straight Teeth Naturally and Posterior Orthodontics next week, that one's available. It's definitely a lower cost than my regular one, which has all the CE, but we have many phase 1 interceptive courses. And if you see any kids in your practice, I don't care if you're doing ortho or not, you must have this information. It is your legal responsibility as a dentist, even if you're not an orthodontist, to know when to refer patients for ortho and to make sure these referrals are qualified, meaning that they understand the risks, benefits, and alternatives of going to ortho. And if they don't go, guess what? You get to try referring them again next time they come in, and again, and you do not stop referring. Because here's the thing, too many pediatric and general dentists out there, and this is the reason why I put this all online for free, because it literally breaks my heart. It's been breaking my heart for 20 years. Literally breaking my heart when these kids come in and they've been passed up by their pediatrician or passed up by their pediatric dentist. Pediatricians should know about this too. Let's not let the MDs off the hook, because they're seeing these patients every year, and I see them looking in the patient's mouth. They're looking in my kid's mouth, and I'm like, do you know? I actually asked the pediatrician, because I've known her for so long, between all of our kids, well over 20 years by the time I interviewed her. And I'm like, do you know what you're looking for? And she's like, not really. I'm like, okay, let me tell you what you're looking for. I really think that pediatricians need to have a basic dental screening class, like 1 hour. It's so easy. It could even be a course. It doesn't have to be a whole course. They don't need to know about ortho treatment. They just need to know if the oral health, what they're looking for is just caries. They're not looking for signs of airway issues, signs of needing expansion, major malocclusion. They don't know how to do that. But there are way too many female patients that are missing the boat. They're hitting puberty too early, and then they're getting substandard ortho treatment as a result, because they're not getting good treatment because they missed the boat, because it has to be done while they're in puberty or before. It's a lot of movements cannot be done by the time you lost all your teeth and you're done growing. You're going to get a substandard outcome that can only be fixed by jaw surgery. And yeah, a lot of people are genetically fine. It's just crowding. But you'd be surprised how many things are going on that y'all might not know about, that only an orthodontist would know. And unless you get your booty in their chair and you're taking the pano x-ray and taking the ceph x-ray and getting the numbers and doing the actual consult, that most likely your general and pediatric dentist does not know how to do. There are plenty that do. I've trained many, and I've met many who are just as good, if not as better than me. There's many that are incredible. Okay, I'm not gonna say better than me, but at parts, as good as me. So, and I meet you guys every day, and you guys are amazing, but it just crushes me. So that's why I'm not going to stop making these videos until this is being taught in dental school, until this is being taught to pediatricians. I am not going to stop. And I will gladly talk to dental students. I won't even charge for that lecture. Obviously if I got to go there in person, y'all get to pay to fly me out and put me up and stuff, feed me. But, if it's just a quick 30-minute webinar or something, shoot, I'll talk to the dental students. We'll do it on Zoom. That's not a problem. Let's just get the information out there so at least they have it, and they're not, even if each doctor can get this information, it would probably save hundreds, if not thousands of patients. No, we cannot force our parents to make the kids have ortho, but most commonly, if you explain what will happen if they don't do it now, and what the risks are and what they're looking at for their smile, their bite, their airway for the rest of their life if they do not treat certain things now and they wait, a lot of parents would proceed, especially if you offered all different options. I mean, you don't have to do Invisalign. There's so many options out there just to get the patients out of trouble. They don't have to be branded appliances. Just improve their airway and get them out of trouble. That's the point of phase one. That's all it is. You can do the straightening later. You can do the rest of the straightening later when they have their own job, and you don't have to do it all right now. You certainly can. But there's always a way to do the hard stuff. And that is why my dream, I think now, starting in 2027, is to probably start a complete fee-for-service removable ortho practice. It'll probably be in California to start, and then later I'll move it elsewhere. But, you know, I'm open to this. So looking for amazing pediatric dentists to partner with. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.